If you are anything like me and you enjoy turn-based tactical strategy games and also like Marvel, then Midnight Suns is going to be a perfect combination of both. What is up, guys? It's Jimbo here and welcome back to another preview video. Today we are taking a look at Marvel's Midnight Suns. I previously covered this on the channel before, but we have a ton of information now. I'm going to be running through it all and talking about each individual aspect that we have in this big preview. So hopefully you will enjoy the video. So let's get started. First of all, the question we need to ask is, what is Marvel's Midnight Suns? It's a turn-based tactical RPG with deck building aspects. So you're going to be playing cards alongside the superhero, fantasy that you'll be doing with a bunch of the heroes to be able to do damage to them and ultimately do objectives, beat levels, etc. This isn't like Slay the Spire or XCOM. It takes inspiration from them both, and it is from the XCOM creators, which is Fire Axis, but it is unique and different this time round. It takes place in the Marvel Universe and has some inspiration from the Midnight Suns comic from the late 90s. We are taking on Lilith, who is the queen of all demons, and she has possessed a variety of different villains and heroes in the universe, and we are essentially going to try and stop her. You are a hunter, well, that's the name of the character. You've been imprisoned for 100 years, and now you've been awakened by Marvel heroes. We'll go through the list of the heroes in just a moment, but the hunter specifically is going to be a fully customizable hero that has over 40 different superpowers to choose from, and that's going to be kind of how your avatar is in the game. We're going to be going up against Lilith and trying to defeat her. Now you may be asking yourself, what heroes and villains are in the game? Say no more. There is a list of heroes, and I think there's around 13, but there hasn't been a full list of every single hero or villain in the game. But as for heroes, we have Blade, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Iron Man, Magic, Nico, Minoru, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and the Hunter, with 3 more heroes yet to be revealed. As for villains, we will be getting to see like a demonic version of Hulk, Sabretooth, Lilith, obviously, Venom, which was a recent trailer, which was a cinematic trailer, and most likely much more. But one of the main aspects of the villain side is Hydra. They awakened Lilith, and that is the reason why she is back. The main hub of the game is the Abbey, which is kind of like your central ship that you used to have in XCOM, and this is where you'll be meeting up with all the heroes, and you'll be doing a variety of different things and activities around it as you go. The Abbey will open up more as you complete more of the story progress, but you'll also have a chance to most likely collect lore, hidden challenges. There'll also be a crafting area to help you build better decks and get better cards. And a big note here, all of the card systems in the game are not microtransactions. You get what you get in the game. You craft cards that you get them from rewards in the game. There is no microtransactions or loot boxes surrounding the cards in the game. But back to the Abbey, there is going to be a bunch of the heroes scattered throughout the Abbey. They'll have their own dialogue options, quests to go and do, and to build up friendships with each hero. But you won't be able to become a full friend with all of the heroes on every single playthrough, so it will add that little bit of replayability. Rewards for doing this are things such as upgrades to their combat moves, also different costumes, and also potentially more cards that you can eventually craft. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's talk about combat. Combat is focused around 3 heroes. That could be the Hunter and then 2 other heroes, or I'm not sure whether you can just go with 3 heroes that you want. And essentially, you will all have your own deck. You will have a selection of card plays, redraws, and moves. Card plays are literally playing a card. Redraws are for anything that you don't like, and then moves are for moving a hero into positions for, combos or knockbacks. This is going to be especially part of the loop, and how this differentiates to XCOM and such is that every single time you use an attack, it will hit. And it's not like in XCOM where you have to, you know, have a percentage chance to be able to hit the enemy. No, it would seem a little bit, you know, not great as a superhero to just keep missing your abilities. So you will be able to hit people and you'll do a certain amount of damage, but the way that they counteract that is with the cards, and also they throw more reinforcements and force you to do different objectives, and that's where the tactical aspect comes in. Each card that you have will have an attack, or it will be a kind of a support card or a buff card, and these will build up things called heroism. Then you'll be able to play cards that have heroism on them. In order to use them, obviously you need to generate them by using card plays, and then each card that will have certain buffs, debuffs and effects, they can help you out. They either knock back enemies, do certain amounts of damage and stuff. And obviously this is what you're going to have to balance when you're playing and make the right choices per turn, because you'll only have a certain amount of card plays. There might be cards that allow you to get more card plays or redraw more, so it's going to be an interesting puzzle to solve. Enemies are split up into different varieties. Elites will have these health bars, and they will also show the target that they plan on attacking alongside a lot of the other enemies, so you might want to go and take those out. Or you might want to figure out a way to do a knockback combo or stop them or stun them in some way to ultimately stop them from hurting your heroes and then making them down. Reinforcements will come at the end of each turn, as I've already said, which can distract from mission objectives, so you need to make sure that you're on it. And the environment will also play a big factor in combat as well, such as the ability to be able to hit explosive barrels, kick objects, do different knocks of an enemy into another enemy, being able to do stuff which is really cool. And the overall development of the game, the developers really want us to go with the philosophy behind the deck building, that in these tactical you know, turn-based strategy games, they are always a level of type of puzzle, and rather than just missing an attack and being frustrated, you now need to figure out that puzzle by playing the right cards. And that is where this differentiates itself from Slay the Spire or from games such as XCOM that they've previously made. This will get compared quite a lot to XCOM, but I don't think that that is a fair assessment. I think this is something new and unique to the genre. No doubt there'll be a lot of different synergies and some really cool animations that you can go through with all the different heroes and such. And I would probably like to do some follow-up videos when the game launches on October 7th. It will be coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, and also Windows, most likely on Steam or the Epic Store, so you'll be able to find it somewhere there. Now, let's talk about my overall final thoughts on what I think of the game and whether or not I'm excited for it. I'm incredibly excited for this because it's something new and different within the superhero genre. You know, I've recently covered a bunch of superhero games in the past with Avengers. I've also covered Gotham Knights and such. And this is different in the sense of I like the turn-based tactical elements of it, which I've done previously with Warhammer games and the Gears Tactics and such. And I have played a bit of XCOM as well. But this is definitely a puzzle that I want to figure out, and I want to see what they have to offer with the actual gameplay. I'm not really too interested in the overall story because it's very much superhero cookie cutter-esque, and I'm not expecting something grandiose, but I definitely want to jump into the gameplay and all the systems in the game and see how it works. But that's just my take on it. Tell me what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below, and if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like on it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for more content from me. But as always, this has been Jimbo, and I'll see you guys next time.